What's going on, y'all? It's Rev, and welcome back to another Dauntless video. In this video, we're going to be taking on Kosha. We're going to be completing Gathering Storms, and we're going to get prepared for escalation. And so I want to just add a disclaimer. I have already filmed this video. I felt in my first go through, I didn't really go over the Kosha fight as well as I could have. And so as a disclaimer, get prepared, make sure you're, picking up all the quests around Ramsgate, open all your cores, and grab all your hunt pass XP, do the daily motions. But let's talk about how to get prepared for taking on Kosha. And here's my loadout. This is what I'm going to be bringing to the Kosha fight. Now, Kosha is a Terra behemoth, which means I am not bringing any Terra armor, or sorry, lightning armor. Do not bring lightning armor. I repeat, do not bring lightning armor. That is because the lightning weapons will deal additional damage to Kosha, but you will take additional damage if you bring lightning armor, the yin and yang. So I'm using some of the gear that I upgraded from Dire Warnings, but I'm bringing the Hellion gear just because I like its offensive capabilities. It is not fully upgraded to +7. We cannot fight Scorchstone Hellion, but feel free to bring, if you were the person that, grinded out Ragetail Gnasher and got everything to +7, more power to you. That's honestly the best, probably the best thing that you could bring to this fight. So let's talk about something. Why am I bringing the Onus of Boreas, the weapon that I told you to upgrade in the Dire Warnings video, to prepare us for Scorchstone Hellion, instead of my +5 dress, Thundering Blade? Looking at the elemental affinity, when we go and fight Scorchstone Hellion, I'm going to have an additional 80 power attached to this. So we'll be at 460, right? However, you can see that the power, if I bring this, is going to be at 380, which is what my Onus of Boreas is at. It's at 380. Now, not only do I get +2 conditioning as opposed to +1 etheric attunement, I also get this super sweet unique effect that is also bolstered a lot. Onus of Boreas is significantly stronger than most ice weapons just because its unique effect is pretty crazy. So this is what I'm going to be bringing. If I were you, I would find the Drask weapon that you enjoy and upgrade it fully to give you the, highest chance of success. Ideally, you'll be wearing maybe 3 pieces of Gnasher, chest, gloves, boots, and then a helmet of your choice. It could be Hellion, it could be Gnasher, it could be Embermane, whatever you want. Just make sure it's not a shock piece. That is my advice to you. So we're gonna resocket my weapon because I changed them out, and then we'll fire up the Kosha hunt. And let's talk about consumables. Kosha is a very stamina intensive fight, so we're going to definitely be bringing stamina tonics, bulwark tonics, and frenzy tonics. We love our bulwark tonics. They go without saying. They get you, they bridge the gap pretty easily. Additional damage from the frenzy tonics and stamina tonics for the stamina based mechanics. So we're all set. Let's go into Terra Behemoths, Kosha, Private Hunt. So right in front of us is the Sovereign of Thorns in all their majestic glory. My favorite behemoth. Now, the thing that you need to know about Kosha is this is a very fast-paced fight. Its attacks will definitely punish the people that are mashing. And this is where a lot of the damage is going to come from, these fast-paced attacks. If you're an axe player, you're going to need to really get used to, axe or hammer player, you're going to need to get used to, maybe just getting a couple hits in, maybe 1 hit in, and then pausing and rolling out of your attacks. This is where dodging becomes an important factor. So let's go over these attacks, and then we'll go over thorns. That charge, you can roll through Kosha. It's probably the best bet. Another charge, roll through Kosha. What's next? We have swipes, probably. Yep. Roll to the side. I'm going to hit Kosha. Roll to the other side. I'm going to hit Kosha. Double roll here on the tail swings. Tail swing is probably a heavy hitter as well. All right, antlers are out. We talked about this. This is its aether form. It cannot be knocked out of it unless you break it. Or, yeah, you just have to cut the antlers. Let's talk about thorns a little bit. Now, I can dash through these for the most part. Right? There's a big patch. But if I walk through them, I'm taking damage the whole way through. So movement abilities will not affect you. Ow, my body. Roll through Kosha. But I need to destroy these pods to get rid of the thorns. So let's try and do that a little bit. And the best way I find to get to the center is to jump to them. When you're in thorns, you cannot roll. You will, if you move, walk through them. So they slow you down. You can't sprint. You can't dodge. And you will take damage if you move. So that's something to know. Rolling through. Rolling through. Rolling again. Notice how patient I am. I'm not getting in a lot of attacks. Waiting for those interruptible attacks. And the pods have an arming period, so you know, if you need to get out, you definitely have some time to do so. When Kosha goes underground like this, it has two options. It's either going to do this, and I missed the interrupt. That is an interruptible attack. I want to show the interrupt. Hopefully you're in the future. There we go. Oh, missed again. But it also can just pop out somewhere else, and that doesn't really do anything though. It doesn't deal any damage, and it, you know, it's just like a reposition sort of thing. I'm gonna try and get rid of these antlers. Actually, you know what? It's probably gonna enrage here pretty soon, and then I'll show you the leaf shield, which is the stamina based mechanic. Let's pop our potions in lieu of this. See if we can get this interrupt, possibly. Nope, it's frozen, so I was a little slow, unfortunately. Waiting for that enrage. Oh, we get another chance. Let's see. Okay, it just chose to pop out somewhere. That's fine. Let's see. There we go. We got it. Kosha's on the ground. It's upset. I get a pretty big damage window. In future hunts, you'll be able to really easily get that with a concussive grenade. All right, so this is the stamina mechanic, aka leaf shield. Leaf shield, when you enter it, it does serve as a shield for Kosha. It blocks projectiles, so warpike shots, repeater shots, grenades, and even like slicers from the sword. The only way to get rid of it is breaking something or breaking the shield itself. If you interrupt Kosha, break something off of Kosha, or break the shield itself. This is done by just, you know, hitting it with repeaters, hitting it with projectiles. But it also goes away when it de-enrages. The leaf shield only comes out when it has its antlers and enrages at the same time. There has been a bug in the past that was just leaf shield whenever it enrages, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's not how it works. It's aether form and enrage combined. When you're in the shield, your movement speed is reduced. Movement speed is reduced, so you go to like a walk, and you cannot regain your stamina whilst inside of it. So you'll see I'm rolling around, and you can see that my stamina is not going up at all. Now, stamina tonics actually make it so you can. This is where stamina tonics come in handy. If you have enough, you might need some conditioning. I'm not quite sure what the amount is, but I'm pretty sure that a stamina tonic is more than enough. I'm gonna try and cut this tail. As a fun fact for limbs, Koshai's, you know, it's a Terra behemoth. It looks like a giant plant deer lion thing. You can cut the tail, but it actually grows back. See? So you could get multiple tails off of Kosha if you were so inclined. The next thing I want to do is go for the... Okay, I ran. So the next thing I want to do is actually heal up, maybe pop an additional... Oh. Maybe pop an additional bulwark. That's not a bulwark. Heal up again. Try to get this interrupt. Couldn't get it. It is a damage threshold for that one. You need to deal a certain amount of damage. But what I want to do is try and get these antlers off. But you can see that, I mean, it's still an Aether form, right? Aether Hunter would still be active if I had it. So Aether Hunter is pretty strong here. It gets a lot of uptime. Consider it if you have it. Remember that some of Valamir's gear has Aether Hunter on it. Notice how, I mean, I'm just rolling to the side, right? Like, I'm rolling through Koshai. I'm rolling into Koshai. Now's my chance. We got it. Should be almost dead here. Popping my lantern. Haven't been doing that. I'm going to try and get this limb. It's enraging. Roll the enrage. It's a pretty fast enrage animation, so... Alright. How do we want to do this? I need to... Stamina tonic, maybe break the leg. To break it out. Or kill it, right? It's almost dead. That does reach across its body, so... There we go. And the shield's down, right? Notice that you can use your your movement attacks to get away, like Overdrive's Valiant, or like Valiant Overdrive, like the charge and stuff. Not every weapon is going to have that luxury, but Chain Blades will be able to Reaper's Dance or do something cool like that. But that's a Koshai Slain. I hope that the thing to take away from this: upgrade all your armor +7. Because we need to do that anyway for the quest, right? Bring a shock weapon, fully upgraded. Hopefully, you'll deal way more damage than I did with my frost weapon. And you'll also be able to, with the shock weapon, get a shock proc, which will drop the leaf shield if it is up and you manage to get one. Thorns can be a nuisance, but for the most part can be ignored. There are ways to, I guess, outplay them or to play around them. Leaf Shield is going to diminish your stamina regeneration. We have stamina tonics for that. Aether Hunter is a good ally. The antlers can be broken, and they are a piece that is required in gear. And you can sever tails multiple times if you need them for those part breaks. Other than that, don't mash. That's the biggest tip I can give to anyone. This trains you to dodge. This fight is all about dodging. It is fast paced, and you got to learn to not overcommit to your attacks. Animation lock is a thing. Make sure you're rolling out of your attacks and keeping your stamina management in check. Let's head back to Ramsgate. So now that we've turned in Thorn Warning and we're back in Ramsgate and ready to complete Gathering Storms, what we need to do is of course turn in that quest, Thorn Warning, but we also need to hop into our +7 gear. So in order to complete this quest, we do need to be in all of our +7s and prove that we have gotten to 380 380, 380. We have already done that. I have hopefully prepared you for that in whatever armor that you chose to upgrade in Dire Warnings. And then return to Cataran Sorel and turn in Gathering Storms. Now, I haven't gotten a follow-up quest other than Shared Sacrifice, which seems to not really be a quest that is of utmost importance, but we're gonna dabble in a little bit of escalation. And so the next episode, we'll be going into escalation for the first time, and I'm gonna do the full escalation run with Aether Strikers. That'll be a lot of fun. And so in the next video, we'll prepare you for escalation, and we'll go in for the first time. Escalation's a lot of fun. It's a brand new game mode, and it's a new spin on Dauntless. You're gonna see a lot of things that you're just like, whoa, I've never seen this before. So, or I've never expected Dauntless to be played like this. And it's, yeah, again, it's a lot of fun. And there's actually two modes. There's the 1 through 15 or 1 through 13 mode, and or it's 1 through 10 and then 10 through 50, which is kind of like power levels. So it's, just think of it as easy and hard. 1 through 10 is easy and 10 through 50 is hard. So we'll go over that in the next video. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I'm having a lot of fun making it, even with the, you know, the hiccups along the way. But if you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to support the channel, you can subscribe and use creator code RevvyRad in the Dauntless in-game store if you are so inclined. I stream on Twitch. That will be in the description down below. And that should do it. Thank you guys so very much again for watching, and I will see you on the Shattered Isles.